Would you like to learn how to go from earning $30,000 to $300,000? Basically 10 times your income. Today we're really lucky. We have a really good friend, Bryan Yung. He's gonna share with us how he went from making $30,000 a year to making at least $300,000 last year.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. So we're talking a little bit earlier. Bryan, how long are you in the business?
Full time since August of 2020. I remember that because that's when my anniversary thing rolls around. Well, I've been licensed since 2014.
2014. First 6 years, you didn't do shit.
Basically.
Okay. And then you started. Can you tell us a little bit more about when you started? And actually, before you begin, I do want to share with the audience because about basically 5 years in the business.
Yeah.
And then how much money did you make last year?
I don't know, like 300.
300?
I think so.
Was that your highest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it the all I know is I did 21 million in volume.
21 million.
Yeah.
Okay. How many deals is that?
Altogether, all the transactions, like if I'm including transaction wise, it was 40 deals.
40 deals.
Yeah. But this is including like rental, whatever, up market, blah, 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 blah.
If we were to take the rental out, where would that be?
Mid 20s, maybe 30 something.
I just want you to know that is amazing. It took me more than 10 years to break 30 deals. And to the audience, there's no right or wrong. Oh, you hit it so quick, you take it, or you take it a little bit longer. As long as we're moving forward, I think that's a win.
So actually, I want to comment on that real quickly. I think the only reason why, or like what helped in bending that time, is what you always tell me, like who, not how.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of amazing who's that allow me to leapfrog.
Okay.
Or that kind of support. So I just want to interject about that.
That's actually my next question.
Okay.
Right. When you first started, I mean, the audience don't know, there are actually 4 people behind the camera watching this. This is our first episode, by the way. So congratulations on being our first guest.
Oh, number 1, baby!
This may be the newest Joe Rogan, and you'll be the episode number 1.
All right, let's go. Right.
Pressure on you.
Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah.
Rogan. So, Rogan. Okay, when you first
Sponsored by Rogan. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
when you first get started in the business,
Okay.
why, and how?
So you're talking about like in 2014? Because I could talk about that too.
Just real quick, because I think when you really got serious was 2020.
Yeah.
So a little bit when you first started, and then
So when I first started, it was kind of just like, oh, why don't you get your real estate license too? That kind of thing. And fortunately, that was when I was still studying, like test taking wasn't challenge. Or anyways, it was just very serendipitous. I got the license, but I was a very part-time agent. Didn't really take it seriously. A lot of fish were fed to me, right? Like I was basically handheld through a lot of deals. And I took it for granted, so I didn't really know what was going on, but hey, money came, okay, cool. But 2020, life circumstances, my career circumstances, going to healthcare, etc., clinics closing because of COVID. Fortunately, serendipitously again, still on Facebook, you know that. I was on that thing, Meta, Facebook, Meta. And then, I just saw Clarence post something online, like, dear old good friend, known since high school and someone I've looked up to forever. Clarence just posted or like post online like, hey, join this brokerage, join EXP. Want to learn more or something like that? And I just
click the link below.
Yeah, I don't even think there was links on there back then. I think Clarence just posted something up there. But anyways, I was like, tell me more, Clarence, or like, what's up with this? And one thing after another, I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. I'm not a hard sell but also it's an even easier sell because it's with somebody I freaking like always looked up to and always trusted. Because we're in high school together. Clarence was like my upperclassman, and I was like, well, Clarence is on varsity team. It's so fucking cool. Basically, Clarence invested and committed a lot of time into me, and I felt like true like love and brotherhood and guidance, and I do not take that for granted.
Okay.
Like he actually brought me underneath his wing, and that's when I learned to fish.
Well, thank you for that.
Okay.
You share about the first 6 years, you were just kind of freestyling it, right? And then around 2020, that's where you got connected with Clarence. And for the audience, if you haven't met Clarence, we'll interview him in the future episode. So he's
Stay
one
tuned.
of our great leaders. Yeah, stay tuned, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Follow for more.
So can you share a little bit about, first of all, that moment when you're thinking about, looking at Clarence's post, what was going through your head making that decision? And what was your feeling?
It wasn't that deep early. I was like, huh, interesting.
Okay.
Or like, tend to be a curious human being, I'd imagine. And then also because that was, COVID time, worldwide pandemic, things were shut down.
Okay.
All my stream like, this is how we're communicating. Hey, Clarence, tell me more.
Okay.
So it wasn't.
So you joined pretty quickly.
Yeah, because I mean, my license wasn't hung anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, sure.
So let's get into it. You mentioned that when you first joined, he kind of put you under his wing, a lot of love, showing you stuff. What was that experience like? What were some of the things that you learned? Could you see him every single day kind of thing? Or what was the team structure like?
Not every day or anything, because it was still like COVID pandemic time. I don't know. I think we're still figuring out what a team structure or mentorship.
There was no
is.
team, huh?
Dude, Clarence, was there even any other agents with you, or like who else were you?
Ryder was my first one.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Okay.
First one on the first
one.
Oh, then there you go. And I feel like we were kind of just figuring out what that looked like, right? Or like what?
Yeah, I think so. I think this was during COVID when I was like doing the Pete forms, and I was like, dude, this is way too much work, and I needed help because I was showing so many homes, and I was like, dude, I need someone to help me.
Yeah.
So I posted that on Facebook, and then Bryan reached out, and I actually I found the text, so I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
Okay. So first year.
Peas, I love it because I know nothing better. I'm like, yeah, I'll do them.
So first year, you still feel like you didn't really know too much because before you're kind of winging it, right? Or you kind of know how to do transactions.
Oh yeah. Like I didn't really know about contracts. I didn't know about feed forms, or because that was new to everybody. To answer your question, no, I didn't really know about like the whole transaction, escrow, buyer comp, any of that real estate know-how from start to finish kind of thing.
I think just like a lot of the agents when they first started, it's not really taught even throughout the licensing process. Right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So you gotta learn it from somewhere, and it was great that you're able to learn from somebody that's experienced.
Yeah.
In the last 6 years,
Okay.
what was your production like? How much money you made? How many you sold? Kind of thing. Let's start from there.
I learned more recently that like I'm good at what I'm good at, and then there's things I'm not good at. You might not want to put this on there, but like like those analytics whatnot, I'm not good at, but I know people who are good at it, so you can talk to my bookkeeper, talk to my accountant.
Okay.
Right? But to answer your question, fortunately there was like a steady rise in like production, confidence, and know-how, and that's really thanks to the who's that I've been so fortunate to be surrounded by.
So you would say in the past 6 years, it was kind of like steadily go up or something like that?
Oh, the first year was kind of
Fucky?
like, I mean, yeah, pretty flat-ish. I mean, yeah, I was still learning a lot early on. Fortunately, the past like 12, 24 months is when things kind of started unlocking, and all like the seeds planted before started blooming. Different thinking as far as like business maturity, business mastery, and having, really good coaches around there.
How long would you say in the business would you feel like, would you say, no, I think I know what I'm doing? How long did it take you?
Dude, but 3 years.
3 years?
4 years. I barely still feel, well, actually not. I mean, there's still a lot I'm learning.
We all do. Well, lifelong learner.
Yeah, I mean, there's still aspects, because dude, real estate's so freaking big, and there's so many, like one of my buddies says, so many ways to skin a cat or whatever. But there's so big, there's so many ways to go about it. I feel like I'm pretty good at what I'm good at now, but that took time.
And you had a pretty big breakthrough like 2 years ago, or like a year ago, 2 years ago, right? What was it like?
2 years ago, I enrolled into coaching with Dan Martell.
Okay.
And he's the dude that wrote Buy Back Your Time. And that was in an effort to my times. Like I was a new dad, one like, have that ideal dream scenario of having the business run and, And I'm actually very fortunate. I get to take my daughter to school. You know, I get to spend time with her. I mean, I'm still working my butt off. You know, that I am afforded that, actually that very blessed and frantic experience of taking my daughter to school, being with her. Getting coached by Dan Martell, Buy Back Your Time. One of the first, like early on in the book, they talked about hiring an EA, getting help.
Right.
Figure out what your dollar to hour, like, you know, what your cost is for activities. And also me learning that like there's stuff I'm good at and stuff that like drains my energy that I'm not good at. And I'd rather leave that to somebody else's superpower to allow me to stay in my zone of genius or whatever.
Right.
Or just stuff that like, I'm just going to do better at.
Okay. So look at where you're good at. Basically do like a SWOT analysis and then focus on your strength, delegate the weakness, and look at the opportunity. Okay. I did remember like 2 years ago, because we do those quarterly events where we had Tsai came over.
Yeah.
And then at that event, I was talking to Clarence. We're like, you know what? I think it may be cool to have John to like coach some people on stage. So at that time, me and Clarence were talking like, you know, let's have a brand new agent. Let's have an up and coming agent. Let's have a seasoned agent. To like people at different stage, they would have different situation. They want to. I like to say situationship. I don't know why. Situationship. They try to resolve. So you were on stage. That's also I think they were on the same timing.
Yeah. So that was like, you know, I friggin' look up to John. I respect the beast, and like I do not take his time, energy, and effort and guidance lightly. I think it was really fun being on stage because that's a piece of accountability too. Now it's like, all right, get the hell out of my head. As far as, okay, Dan talked about this, I read it. Oh yeah, did it actually do this, whatever. Like you got on stage, John's like, all right, so like you gonna get an assistant in 7 days? All right, cool. I got it done the next day.
And you say if you don't do it, $1,000.
There you go. I was like, dude, I ain't losing money.
I was gonna make that $1,000.
Oh yeah, exactly. I was like, dude, I ain't losing that.
Damn.
I ain't losing that ticket. Like elsewhere, but not this one. I think it was like what, get an assistant in 7 days.
You did it like a day or two.
Yeah. The next day I was like, all right, cool. Woo, it's happening. Let's get this done. So yeah.
Let's go. Congratulations on your success.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. If you were to give yourself an advice, let's say go back 3 to 4, 5, 6 years. Because 6 years ago was really when you commit. You're like, you know, let's do this. So if you were to give yourself an advice at that time, what would it be? Knowing what you know right now.
Oh, that's such a big question. There's a lot.
I'll give you, let's say three advices.
Oh, well, no, I want to give I needed more than 3 pieces of advice.
We got 8 minutes.
Okay, you're right.
I can cut it to those reels, you know.
Oh yeah.
Bryan's wisdom.
My top 8 advice. So what would I tell myself 6 years ago? Most importantly, it's all gonna be all right. You will find a way, all right? And like, spoiler alert, everybody dies, so it's fine.
Okay, while you're giving those advice, maybe one of those or anyone down the road, can you give a personal experience, personal story, like that help you realize what you realized? Rather than, I mean, those have great advice, don't get me wrong. Something a little bit more personal that help you go, oh yeah. You did it though, right?
Yeah. Like, do you remember me hitting you up?
Elaborate, please.
Oh, well, like I gave you a call.
Okay.
Or yeah, I don't know. There's lost in translation. I forgot I was in the middle of some transaction or something like that, and like I forgot what it was. It was either I'm gonna remove my judgment on the client, but I know on my end, like I was getting emotional about it or something. Like I was way too attached, etc. I still remember that advice you told me. It was like, oh no, was it you or from you? Like no emotion.
No emotion.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, sorry, Jackie.
Like what?
Clarence, take a seat. Like. Or I think I was talking to both of you guys, because it was like I was getting like too attached to something, and then like now me looking back, I don't even remember what it was about. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's one of the pieces of advice. Like dude, if you zoom out, it's all right. And that's what I mean, going back to like it's all gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously be laser focused, get shit done, but also take a step back and just like Marcus Aurelius says, you know, spoiler alert. Well, he's not specifically quoting saying spoiler alert, we all die. But in other words, as Marcus Aurelius says, like, we're all gonna die, so it's okay. You know, just like do the best you can, do the right thing at the right time, etc.
Okay.
So that's maybe one piece of advice.
Okay.
Find good coaches, like invest in yourself. I think that was a huge unlock too.
Yeah.
A crazy thing about real estate was like, it wasn't even just about real estate. I think the more that I personally developed myself, the more the business developed.
Yeah. I just like what we talked about before, our income is proportional to who we have become or who we're being, and I think, because I know in the past few years, you also invest into a couple of different coaching programs. We don't need to mention about which coach whatsoever, because I wanted to highlight you. You have a couple different coaches, and you also read a lot,
Okay.
right? And then from a lot of those coaches, they taught you, maybe some of them are practical things, such as, oh, this is which AI you should use. Or some real estate script that you can use, and some of them are more mindset kind of thing. So in the past few years, after you hired those coaches, what are some of those one or two like moments where you feel like, oh yeah, I really learned something and this really changed my career? Or it could be conversation with your colleague or your team too, like Clarence or anybody.
Okay. So if we're going to talk about kind of like,
Yeah.
kind of moments kind of thing,
Yeah.
like remembered and rediscovered what was like important to my spirit, my soul, that kind of thing. It kind of made it everything else, the challenges and the joys, kind of put them all into place. I don't really know how to describe it. It's something you feel, I guess. I think that was a big moment for me.
Okay.
Right, like lining my mind and spirit, and like knowing my worth. And not so much attached to my production or whatever.
Got it.
Like just me, how do I use this skill sets that I've learned to connect to another human being, serve another soul kind of thing. And it just so happens it has to do with them finding a home or them selling a home, but most important is like shepherding, guiding them through a really big decision and moving them to the next decision, next goal.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but basically I feel like what you're saying is throughout what you have learned when you first started in real estate, it's just helping people buy and sell, right? But in the past few years, you learn more about getting aligned with your vision, your purpose, your why, like what you mentioned, or mainly what make you feel happy or at peace. And then by able to connect the two, you're able to service your client at a higher level because you happen to be in real estate. And then you happen to be helping them to make a big decision.
Like for me, at least in my experiences, like it is not just about the transaction. It was more about like connecting with and serving the soul of that client.
Okay.
Transaction or a close was just a byproduct of that, really.
Okay.
So maybe that's where I got to like remove myself from like that attachment to,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta do this. No, like, dude, first of all, it's like, how do I take care of this person? Like, what is going on? Like, what's the story? And how can I serve? And then everything else was just
Yeah.
the byproduct.
Yeah, you're focusing on helping people getting what they want, like with the best service that you can provide. And by doing so, like what you mentioned, the byproduct is more closed deals, more referrals,
Yeah, it just so
better
happened.
experience.
Yeah.
It just happened to happen.
I mean, like, it just so happened that it just came into this realm of like a real estate item, you know, that I had
Okay.
to go through escrow and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, I have two more questions for you. How has being in the SoCal group or being in EXP help you to become who you are today or do the type of protection that you do today?
Being in SoCal Group, being EXP, like SoCal Group is the reason why I still do this. Like, it's the only reason why I'm like still in it. Like I mentioned, the real estate transaction stuff is really a byproduct. SoCal Group is just me getting to like play with my friends. I mean, I joke around, you don't have to use this professional, but it's basically like, for me, I view it as like this is like our frat house. This is our brother sister club kind of thing, and we get to play together.
I mean, you do always get drunk.
Not all the time. Like, dude, it's more than real estate, you know? Like, we get to talk about freaking our stars and like our like, I don't know, like stuff that means, at least for me, like fills my cup.
Yeah.
And I get to watch people grow and people succeed, and we get to like support each other. I don't know, it's cheesy. I'm sure other people experience it in their workplace, but dude, it doesn't feel like work for me. Like, it's freaking fun. And like I said, the transactions, closing, production just happens to be a really pleasant byproduct for me.
Yeah, I think for me too is the community that we have here, where it just make work less like work. Sometimes not even working. Doesn't even feel like working.
I mean, God, where else can we like do this right now? We're just playing, like chit-chatting, look at the remix, look at the bloopers. Yeah, where we get to just kind of chat and reflect and kind of talk about like our lives.
Yeah, and grow together. I think that's the cool part. Seeing each other having breakthrough at a different level or different realm. I think that's the fun part.
Yeah.
One last question for you. So if you and I die tomorrow, what is that one piece of advice that you want to give to the audience?
When we die, I was like, oh, don't really matter no more, right? However, then I think it's a reflection on how you use your time and energy and your life in positively impacting like a ripple of all the connections and conversations and meetings and feelings you have with the people around you in your life.
Be more purposeful on all the connections that you get.
Yeah, more purposeful for all the actual sacred moments you have while we have this gift of breath and life. How does that carry on your memory and spirit? Because if we die, we die. Whatever, don't bother us no more. But like, how does that positively impact everybody else that ain't dead?
I did learn from my mentor. I mean, dying is actually, we're leaving a gift to the people near us because they're able to maybe learn something about life or, like do something different about life. So I get where you're coming from. That's awesome advice. So what opportunity has, Rise show up for you in real estate?
So what opportunities has like being a SoCal group, EXP, being in real estate brought to me, right? I mean, outside of, personal growth, etc. I mean, just being in the business exposed me to other high-level professionals, investors, developers, business people. It got me opportunities to like not just be a seller of real estate, but also be a buyer and investor of real estate. I got to partner with folks in the office on deals together, deals that we still hold. Actually, because of real estate, it allowed me to reconnect with like my really good old buddy up in NorCal, Diego. I've known him since I was 18. I got to reconnect with old buddies. And through EXP and real estate, actually my buddy Diego also got his real estate license. He's also an EXP commercial agent up in San Mateo. Through our partnership, he taught me and exposed me to all these creative ways to invest and buy in real estate. So, we're able to explore creative financing options in acquisitions that are in state and out of state.
Okay.
Like, I thought if you know anything about Pace Morby or just like subject to deals, that allowed us to acquire homes at great rates while helping sellers get out of undesirable situations, while building our portfolio, while also offering tax strategies, tax benefits. This is stuff I wouldn't have ever known had I not been exposed to and been around, frankly speaking, a lot smarter people.
Okay.
So yeah.
Through in the past 2 years. So Bryan, I know that before you became a realtor full time, before you committed, I mean, you were in acupuncture.
Actually, let me rephrase that. Because actually, I was doing like acupuncture schooling.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2020 was when I got my acupuncture, or traditional Chinese medicine graduate degree.
Okay.
So I didn't get to really go full time into a clinic setting yet, and so
you're part-timing kind of thing.
Like even quarter timing it, because I was still kind of like student transition.
Okay. So you're studying, thinking about getting acupuncture, but you're making about 30 grand.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your production like when you first started in 2020? Because you were pretty much kind of new. So what was your production or income like in 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25?
Dude,
range is fine.
Dude, my first year, I barely made it. Didn't make that much at all, actually.
A little bit, because while you're thinking about the numbers, I remember Clarence mentioned to me, I mean, you shared with me about the conversation that you had with Clarence. Do you remember what he said to you?
Yeah, he told me in 2 years, I was going to triple my income.
To 100,000, they say, about 100,000.
He was going to, do 6 figures.
Okay.
6 figures. And then in, 5 years, I'll do $250,000.
Okay. And you did 5 years. How much you make last year?
Yeah, I did 3, well over a quarter.
Okay, so he did fulfill that promise.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Because I do know that being SoCal group, you guys have a blueprint.
Yeah.
Like a roadmap, career path It's just split that way.
Yeah, a blueprint roadmap. Because dude, we see enough agents and we have enough agents with enough experience we know what's ahead for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And actually this stuff is you stick with the plan, you do it, you're gonna get results. Yes, that we've definitely developed and put together something like that.
It's like something we learned before because we went through good amount of similar trainings. You plan your work and then you work your plan. Right? But lots of agents, they sometimes don't have a plan. But I do, because we talk to SoCal group a lot. And
I would even say a lot of new agents, they don't succeed because there's nobody to offer them a plan or guidance or any sort of accountability or feedback or tweaks or iterations to that. And I think that kind of steps to why we're so successful, because we're there together and we're we have open arms and that can open arms to support what's going on in your business, and we're able to make those immediate tweaks and changes for you to friggin' succeed.
But it sounds like you are from making $30,000 a year to right now you have multiple streams of income. Obviously from selling real estate, you have those sub to investments. Then you have also brought agents into EXP, so you earn a revenue share, and the company will give you stock. Meanwhile, you're also coaching agents. Yeah. Can you tell the audience a little bit more about your coaching program? Or your group's coaching program?
There's agents that join our team, and there's agents that definitely have a different level of commitment, curiosity. I want to further their business, and so those agents enroll into our development program. And obviously we're going to care for everybody on our team. When you're a part of this development sniper squad, etc., you really have all our attention. And there is consistent accountability and actually a lot of hands-on hand-holding throughout the transaction to make sure you guys are ready to fly on your own. We're literally on the contract with you. We will put ourselves on the line to make sure you succeed. I don't know if that describes.
It does. It's easy for me to know because I know all of the coaches on the team. There are a couple of different personalities, but one thing that I noticed, the common trait out of all the coaches is that everybody cares. And everybody's obviously good at what they do. There are a couple of different coaching styles, but I'm sure when the agents come in, you guys will talk and then they can get the benefit out of obviously the coaching program and the hand-holding needed too.
I think that's why I'm even more excited or happy about our coaching program. It's because I'm very fortunate to work with Karen and Jack as my co-coaches. And like he said, there's a different dynamic and perspective and teaching style for obviously all the diverse agents and learners that come through. And not only that, I get to learn from these coaches too. That was actually selfishly for me what I signed up for, was to be amongst these leaders and amazing human beings. And then we get to watch folks develop and grow up together. So anyways, I don't know, describe the coaching program.
Yeah, we talked before also with Clarence. I think out of money is one thing, right? Obviously we're making money, byproduct whatsoever. But one thing that money cannot replace is really seeing people grow, seeing that there's an impact happening with them, with their life, their personal development. And I think that's something that's really just fulfilling.
I use an example, one of our mentees, trying to name drop. Well, anyways, just seeing one of them unlock something or discover something in the middle of a transaction, how excited they are to solve a problem or find a solution to the benefit of their client. We're just running around the office and just yeah. I was that, that it's so satisfying. Yeah. When you're winning.
Yeah.
So anyways, and I get the good fortune of getting to be a part of these professionals' wins too. So.
And you're changing people's life.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on our first episode, our guest. If you like the episode, please share, and comment.
Like and subscribe for more. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, you guys too.